Good evening. How's everybody doing? We're on day 381 of this journey, towards the CCIE routing and switching certification, and preparing, of course, for the lab exam. Passed the written back last month in January, so we're getting ready here. Actually, logging into the lab. Got here a couple minutes late. Usually, I'm very much on time. Mark Milo. Hello, everyone. I hope all are doing good. Yeah, man. Doing well, doing well. Working on some IPv6, Casadix. Casadix in the house. Good to see, man. Casadix shared a few, some helpful tips on using Telnet and EVE-NG Community Edition. You can check us out, check that out in the Discord. Appreciate that. But yeah, we're working on IPv6. Got somewhere this morning. As of yesterday, I hit the. What did we go from? We went from the, I think, BGP section, and then we hit multicast, and I was like, I can't just do these labs. I need to study. So I did. I did some studying by way of network lessons primarily. So network lessons had two good lessons on PIM, IPv6 PIM, including the fact that there are essentially three ways that you can use a rendezvous point in IPv6 PIM, which was interesting to me. I did not know this. I actually made some good flashcards today, folks. Made quite a few flashcards as I was studying those lessons. That was early this morning before work and a little bit at lunch. So I think I'm prepared. I actually did 2 labs for using the network lessons. Of course, the network lessons tend to be just a couple of routers. And I think I even ended up with the packet capture from earlier today. Okay, maybe we didn't get one, but that's right, because I plan to do that today. Today, we should be able to tackle the lab that I had to stop on yesterday, which is IPv6 PIM and MLD, Multicast Listener Discovery. So we're going to do that. We got our EVE lab up and running. And so we're using EVE-NG Community Edition. Let me see, what is the OSPF v3 Basic is the lab, which I do have. Cool. Already have it. So let's load this thing up, get right into it. Did some really cool things in Azure today. Always learning new stuff. Today, I learned some more capabilities of the Azure DevOps CI/CD pipeline and the deployments and how to. There's so many different things that you can launch. In fact, I have not logged on here in a while on the stream my Azure DevOps pipeline. So yeah, I have, actually, let's go. Yeah, Azure DevOps. It should just log me in using my existing, the account I'm already logged in with. Sign into Azure DevOps. Okay, still visualstudio.com, not dev.azure.com. Yeah, so I never really finished this EVE-NG deployment, but I've learned so much since. And it's pretty awesome what you can do with some of the things I've learned here about different calls you can make and how you can pass parameters to it. One thing I really learned was really cool. I wasn't really planning to talk about this, but you can, like when you do a deployment from Azure DevOps, there are a number of ways that you can deploy your code, your infrastructure's code, whether it be you're spinning up a virtual machine or you're creating a new network security group or Azure Firewall or load balancer or whatever. So there's a number of ways, but generally with Azure DevOps, you can launch it using one one of the DevOps, the Azure DevOps host. So it has these host groups that essentially, if you tell it, okay, I'm running an Azure Resource Management template, or I'm running a PowerShell script, or I'm running a Bash CLI, or I'm running there's a number of options. It essentially spins up a virtual machine, right, or a host to run your deployment. And you can specify, let's just do edit. I have this. Hello. So it's pretty cool, because if you don't specify anything, basically Azure DevOps will figure out, kind of what you need. What kind of host, whether that needs to be Linux, whether it needs to be a Windows machine. You can even use a Mac OS box to run it for you, right? So we can say, for example, for our agent, it's hosted, right? That's typical Microsoft, but I can actually say, I can create a pool of agents. I can use all these different tools to deploy whatever it is I'm deploying. You can define a condition, so you could say, okay, this has to be Ansible. Ansible has to run on this host, and Azure will go out and provision on the fly a host that has Ansible running to run your pipeline, which is really cool. Anyway, really cool stuff. Oh, also the variables. I worked on this a little bit today. You can add variables directly in your pipeline. You can do input variables, also output variables. You can pass those universally to any other job that you run in here. So it can be Azure CLI, which is like a Bash shell file copy, Azure Function, Key Vault, Azure PowerShell, Bash script, batch script. I mean, there's just command line, copy files, anything that you want it to do. It will usually select the proper host that you need to run that actual task. So really cool stuff. Anyway, one day I'm going to get back to that project, my EVE-NG automated deployment project. Now I have a lot more knowledge. Microsoft has awesome stuff in Azure platform. They really do. Really amazing. And they're always adding new things. But here's our lab. So we've loaded the OSPF v3, and let me go over the requirements. Also, they updated VS Code today. This is my text editor here, but it does so much more. And I could actually run, and I do this a lot during the day if I'm, building a script or doing really anything. You can create a terminal here, right? And this has a Bash terminal, so I can also share this session with someone else on my team. I could do a live share, and they could, inside of their VS Code, see exactly what I'm doing in the terminal. But I need to add some new terminal types here. Anyway, cool stuff. All right, so in here, our requirements are, and standard disclaimer, I'm working off the INE lab. It's not my lab that I built, right? There's a link below to purchase the workbook, which is what I recommend. If you're following the INE materials, you can see all the content. I don't show the workbook on screen during the stream, but to see the configuration, the screenshots, and the explanation, the answer key, all of that, you can buy the workbook below, right? The requirements of this lab are, we want to do multicast routing between R3, R5, and R7. Enable multicast. R3 will join FFO8::7:128 on the VLAN 37 interface. Now I understand much better. After the lesson today, I understand this much better. What I was explaining before is that there are essentially three types of IPv6 PIM multicast modes. You have static RP, you have BSR, and you have something called embedded RP. And this is new to me. This is what I learned about, and there's a significance to this address scheme, FF08. Actually, this one, no. Embedded RP, you would see FF7. And that would be the first, that is the first 24 bits. So that would be an embedded RP address. You will still I think you will still see an embedded RP by default. It will create an embedded RP tunnel, PIM tunnel. But it won't really be operational, I think, in this lab. There is a lab coming up for embedded RP. As a matter of fact, we have the first two labs that I hope to get through tonight, IPv6 PIM and MLD and IPv6 PIM BSR lab. These should be pretty, I don't know what this one is, but there's a BSR lab. The workbook also it basically has all three of these. So anyway, we're going to do this. R3 should only accept MLD reports. Oh, this is F08. Yeah, 7. Oh, this could still be. This is a slash. No, I don't think so. R3 should only accept MLD reports for group range FF08 64. Send general query. So they're stuffing a lot into this. I noticed with the IPv6 session, they're trying to cover a lot of ground and not be as thorough in the INE workbook as they were, and in network lessons as well, as the IPv4 section. So they're kind of just stuffing a lot of different things. I don't know. It's okay. It works. This is the learning phase for labbing. So I prefer, I guess, I don't know. We'll see what the explanation looks like. It feels, a lot of it feels kind of rushed, but we'll see. Every 10 seconds on a V37 interface. We started this lab last night, and I got to the point where I'm like, I need to study this some more. So we got router 3, router 7, and router 5, I believe. Yeah, 3, 5, and 7. We're going to enable multicast. So essentially, R3 will be IPv6 unicast routing, IPv6 multicast routing, interface chat 0, 1, 37, IPv6, no, IPv6 enable, and IPv6 MLD join group FF08 7. And we'll do IPv6 PIM enable. Did this start? Router 3 did not start. Router 7 did not start. Here we go. And router 7, IPv6 unicast routing, IPv6 multicast routing. This will be the same. And this will be the same. Router 3 shall accept, okay. Enable multicast. So let's see, let me think about this. Yeah, this will not be an embedded RP. So this will need to be static RP. It doesn't really say Honestly, it doesn't. It just says enable multicast. It doesn't say that we have to actually have traffic pass. Like normally say, you know, router 7 should be able to send. So I think that was where I got stuck last night is I thought, okay, well, I need to actually make this work. This won't actually work for passing multicast because we don't have RP configuration. That'll be the next lab, I think. Yeah, I don't really like these kind of labs. As you could probably tell by my comments already, this has been kind of, I don't know, there's stuffing a lot in here and it's not really clear. Generally, you want to observe some sort of traffic flow in every lab. You'll do a ping test. This router should be able to reach this router. That's generally implied, but I would like the lab to say in the requirements, note, you know, reachability, don't expect reachability yet between this router and that router. It's this one is particularly poorly written lab, I think. You want some result to be working if the labs building each other. I think that is what most, yeah, some sort of verification. Usually they'll tell you what sort of verification, they'll give you a hint at some sort of verification. Now, I will be able to verify that. I will be able to verify actually all three of these, but what's the point if there's no traffic, right? Anyway, enough on that. Let's enable this. But now I know that. I did not know that yesterday, but now I know just by looking at this that what we build is not going to pass multicast traffic because we don't have any of these modes configured. The embedded mode, the RP embedded relies on FF7. And this address cannot calculate a proper RP embedded address. So anyway, let's configure as we said. I'm just going to put these actually down here. Move this up. All right. I'm gonna type it again because I want to get more practice. 6. I do that a lot. IPO. Interface 0. See, it will do this automatically. It's going to create just by enabling multicast routing. We haven't done any other configuration, but because it's IPv6, RP embedded is an embedded feature. It's going to create an RP tunnel that won't necessarily work for anything. This is what I've learned. So let's see. We are going to enable that interface. It probably already is. We're going to do IPv6 PIM enable. 6 PIM. Actually, I don't think I need to do this because when you enable IPv6 multicast routing, let's just check our interfaces. No, PIM is off. Interesting. IPv6 MLD. Oh, no wonder I'm not on the interface level. Thought I'd done that. IPv6 PIM. Yeah, IPv6 PIM. No enable keyword there. Join group. IPv6 MLD join group. Okay. Now if we do show IPv6 PIM interface, we should see that it is on for... Interesting that it turned it on for loopback 0. I don't remember doing that. IPv6 PIM interface. Loopback 0 is on. Did I not enable IPv6 interface jazz 0137 IPv6 enable? Oh, brief. Okay. Seems like I'm missing some information here. Oh, the interface is down. This happens so much in EVE-NG. I don't know why. Annoying. Very annoying. All right, show IPv6 interface brief. Did I not type interface jazz 01? No shut. Did I not do that before? I could have swore I typed it, but it just has end up there. That is so weird. Okay, anyway. Little things like that just... All right, show IPv6. Yeah, that's more what I'm expecting. So, show IPv6 PIM interface. Okay, it's on. Good. Okay, we just lost a little time there. It's all right. Let's see here. IPv6 unicast routing. IPv6 multicast routing. And interface jazz 0137. IPv6 enable. IPv6 PIM. That's pretty much it. And we notice it is on. So show, now we have our normal commands here. There's our neighbor. It has a DR, priority, etc. So all this is pretty standard stuff we're familiar with. We actually need to do tunnel 0, don't we? It does not say which interface. Another thing that's like, well, we just enable multicast. Okay, enable multicast. Thanks for the specificity there, INE. Gotta say, I felt like they really kind of just threw this one together in the workbook. IPv6 unicast routing. The network lessons lab for this multicast was very good. I did that one this morning. I mean, IPv6 multicast routing. And then interface T0, IPv6 PIM. We'll do the same over here on the tunnel. Okay, we got our neighbors. R3 will join this interface, which he's done. R3 should only accept MLD reports, so we have to modify jazz 0137 IPv6 MLD. limit. What is it? We want to accept for certain range. So that's going to be, I think, the access group. But the general queries is going to be query interval, I believe. Now let's see, send general queries. So that will be the MLD querier. Yeah, which is, we want to set for 10 seconds. And then we'll create an access list, access IPv6 access list permit. And IPv6 permit any destination prefix F08 64. And we're going to apply that on the interface. IPv6 MLD access group. And what do we call it? Permit. Hello? Scroll? What happened to scroll? Ugh, the little things. All right, IPv6 permit. Yeah. Highly creative name there. 6MLD access group permit. I think that's how you do it. Show IPv6 MLD interface J0137. Query interval is 10 seconds. Inbound MLD access group is permit. MLD querying router is this. 6 joins, 0 leaves. So I think that's it, folks. Let's see what it says here. In IPv4, there. Okay, that's the explainer. Okay, the MLD filter looks good. Query interval looks good. Join group looks good. Oh, the groups, yeah. I should IPv6 MLD groups. This is a good command. I put this in my I put this in a flashcard. Okay, that one's done. That was probably the most annoying IPv6 lab yet compared to the other ones. All right, so this one is BSR. And the requirements on this one say R6 as RP for multicast domain and R4 as BSR. This is going to be just like, I think, IPv4 for the most part, just different, slightly different commands. R1, R4, and R6 should able to ping any multicast group joined by R3. Okay, so we got 1, 3, 4, 6. And R6 is RP, so we're going to have I should have wiped those nodes. That's fine. Actually, this will work, what we already had in there, I think. Yeah, we have join and the querier is unique. Let's change that back. Show run interface J0137. I will say no IPv6 MLD query. No IPv6 MLD access group permit. Yeah, we'll do that. That group, that will work for BSR. BSR can, there's no specific range we have to worry about. What I don't know though is how the BSR, oh yeah, so what's going to happen with BSR, it should be just like IPv4. So except it will send, so let's say that who's going to be the BSR? R4. R4 is BSR, R6 is RP. So R6, well, R4 will send BSR announcements, BSR PIM messages on all its PIM-enabled interfaces with a TTL of 1 to destination address FFO2::, I think it's 1. We'll see. I think it's, it might be 2. It might be 2. No, wait a second. This will be the PIM address, which will be FFO2::, C, which is the equivalent of 13. I think I have a PCAP already. IPv6. I swear I had more than this. Backdate created. Man, what happened? I was pretty sure that I had those. Maybe not. We can actually look at a... Oh, did I save them on my other computer and just not do a push? They're not on the desktop. All right, we'll see. Anyway, that's what should happen. So let's console all nodes. All right, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So basically, let's create our own task. R1, R4, R6, and R3. And we actually already have R1 and R3. So R4 and R6 enable multicast. So IPv6, multicast. Well, we'll do unicast routing as well. And we will do, our interfaces are going to be, let's see. So we're going to have essentially this segment. Router 3, where's router 3? Router 3 is over here. Oh, okay. So all we're really worried about are these two network segments, 13 and 146. So interface GI0, 1, 146, IPv6 PIM, IPv6 enable, and 13, IPv6 PIM, IPv6 enable. I'm just going to start doing that, bring up the interface. R3, we need to add GI0, 1, 13, no shut, IPv6 enable, IPv6 PIM. And who else? Router 4, yeah. IPv6 unicast routing, IPv6 multicast routing, base GI0, 1, 146. IPv6 enable, IPv6 PIM. We'll do the other like BSR and everything later. Show IPv6 PIM interface. Okay, they're on. I did not see a tunnel go up, but that's okay. All right, so all these should be rocking and rolling here. Router 6. IPv6 multicast routing. Interface Jazz01 no shut. Interface Jazz0 1146. IPv6 PIM enable. Oh, IPv6 enable. I keep doing that. So used to doing that from IPv4. Okay. Just for good measure. Show IPv6 PIM neighbors. Oh yeah, router 7, that's true. And we have 2 on 146, so that's good. Now we need to make this guy the candidate RP. Or RP candidate. Let's see the command here. Resource interface for registered tunnels. I know that on, okay, R4 is a BSR, right? BSR. Oh, okay, this is how they do it in IPv6. They changed it. Announced. Let's do the candidate first. Okay, this is a little different because we couldn't make them be similar, right? IPv6 PIM, BSR, candidate, RP. And then we want to use the loopback interface. Which will be L0, okay. IPv6 PIM. And IPv6 PIM BSR candidate RP, and this is going to be 2001 150.66. I believe that's it. 2001 150.666. Yeah. Okay, and then on router 4, show IPv6 interface L0, IPv6 PIM BSR announced. Wait a second. Candidate BSR. That to me is a little, I like it the way it is on the other one. 2001 50. Yeah, I like how they did it in IPv4, the nomenclature anyway. Okay, 2001 54.4. All right. Now we should be able to, we should have an RP. Show IPv6 en route. Yeah, no entries yet. Let's join IPv6 MLD join group 239. No, not 239. FFO8 ::1. Has to be on interface. Interface Jazz 0113. IPv6 MLD join group. Okay. So now if we go upstream, show IPv6 RP. Nope. M. BSR. Oh, RP cache. Candidate RP. And why is that? Show IPv6 PIM neighbors. That's a lot of neighbors. 0, 1, and 100. 146, tunnel. You know, I think we should have... Oh, you know what? I grabbed the wrong initial config. It changed initial config from one lab right to the other. So I probably don't have... It's because I don't have global addresses, I think. Let's see, advanced technology. IPv6 initial multicast. Multicast initial. All right, let's see what we're missing here. Yeah, we need OSPF running. We need, yeah, okay. Okay, so router 3. Oh, it's not going to let me paste. I need to enable this. Interface JS 0113. And we only really need to worry also... I wish it would give me something to grab here. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, we need a router ID. Because we have to do our RPF check, right? So we need unicast, IPv6 unicast routing as well. Okay, I think that's all we need there. Let's look at router 4. Oh, our loopbacks also. Well, the loopback here anyway. And also 146. And we're not going to put RIP on here. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. All right, is that running? Yeah, it's running OSPF. Okay, and then router 6. Hey, at least I knew what to troubleshoot to fix it. It's something at least. We need those, and we need 146. And we need our OSPF. We probably, I mean, it would use the highest IPv4 address for the router ID, but I just thought I'd specify it. Okay, so now we're getting our tunnels. Now we should be operational. Let's see if, yeah, we did 1. Did we do router 1? We did. Okay, show IPv6 route OSPF. Okay, we got his loop back. We got router 5's loop back. We don't have router 4's loop back. So let's check back on router 1. Did we do that right? Oh, we didn't do 146 also for router 1. That would be the problem. At least we know a little bit about troubleshooting some IPv6 routing protocols in multicast. Show IPv6 PIM neighbor. That we had before. We still should be learning. Oh, it's directly connected. No, we still should be learning router 4's loopback. Show IPv6 OSPF interface. Loopback 0, yep. Oh, it's not running on 146? No, it's not. I thought I just pasted it in there. Oh, it's not enabled here. Folks, I think we need it. IPv6, what is it? OSPF 1? Yeah. Sorry, but I think we need that. Yeah, show IPv6. Like I said, some of these labs are just kind of thrown together. Okay, now we got show IPv6 OSPF route. Didn't mean to do that. Route OSPF. There we go. Now we got 4's loopback. We got 6's loopback. 6 PIM, BSR. Candidate. Actually, RP cache. Okay, something might be going on here with router 6. It's got router 1, 4, 5. Does not have... Router 3 is... something's going on there. Show IPv6 OSP route OSPF. Yeah, okay. Interface GI 0, 1, 13, IPv6 OSPF 1 area 0. Router IPv6 OSPF 1. IPv6 router OSPF 1. Router ID. Okay, show IPv6 OSPF route. Okay, this is running here as IPv6 address. Is it not enabled over here? Okay, that's the problem. Interface GI 0, 1, 13. IPv6 OSPF 1 area 0. Okay, now we should have... Now our RPF checks should pass. Route OSPF. There we go. Still, we should have a PIM, BSR. Okay, now we're talking. All right. So the RP is 156.6.6. And this system is a bootstrap router. We should see the same over here like on router 1. Router 4 is a bootstrap router. Awesome. PIM tunnel. We've got embedded RP. We're not going to worry about that for right now. That is an upcoming lab. But we have our standard PIM encap tunnel here with an RP address. So now we should have show IPv6 MLD groups. Didn't we join a group over here? We did. We've got 2. So let's see if we can ping from R1, R4, and R6 should be able to ping any multicast group. Well, let's see. Ping FF08. GI 0, 1, 140. Oh, it wants me to spell it out. And it is timing out. Let's try router 1. Wait a second, is that the right? FFO8::1. No wonder. Okay. There we go. Yes, it works. All right, the lab was a little jacked up. Hello, Packet Pilot. How are you, man? How are you this evening? We're just playing around with a little multicast, IPv6 multicast. Having some fun. Router 6 worked. Just wrapping up a lab here. I think this is gonna work. Yes, it works. Good. Just got down with a good old drum set workout. Needed that. Awesome. Yeah, I've seen your pics on Insta. The drums. That must be nice to come home from a day of work, especially if someone made you mad or pissed you off. Get on the drum set, man. I bet that's a good feeling. I'd equate that with like someone having a punching bag, you know, and just great stress relief. I'll bet. All right, let's see if we can ping this last. So FFO2: what was it? FO8::7. It's my type of cardio. Sorry, my Sunday night beer league hockey. Nice. Beer league hockey. Now, how much cardio is going on there, buddy? I gotta wonder about that. I'm just messing with you. Hockey looks like it would be a high intensity cardio exercise. I've never played, but prior to Orlando, I lived in Nashville, and that's where I fell in love with like watching live hockey. The Nashville Predators. Oh man, that's so much fun. Okay, we are beer drinking team with a hockey problem. That sounds like it. No, it's all Sprint. Yeah. Gotcha. So burst of energy, right? Can I just specify the source interface here? I can. Uh, 13. That doesn't really help, does it? And yes, Pred surprised me. I was skeptical from expansion, but Nashville's a great hockey town. They really get into it, man. I mean, downtown gets lit whenever the Preds play. Hey, no problem, man. I like it. I was so deep in it. I need to come up for air a little bit there for a second. I think we've got this lab though. It wasn't too bad. Again, a lot of this is just the same principles as PIM or BSR IPv4. And we just had a poorly written lab yesterday, I think. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Now tomorrow, I'll probably wrap it up here in a minute. Like I said, a lab this morning. I want to knock out a couple more labs, which we've done. Tomorrow is the embedded RP, which is trickier. I wonder if they're going to throw us some funky little math. Excuse me. Yes, we're doing good. We got... Yeah, so today... This doesn't tell the whole story because, like I said, I did several lessons on networklessons.com this morning, and I did some study, like some documents, and did some new flashcards. And then tonight, it was just kind of a bonus. We got PIM and MLD and PIM BSR. Man, we're flying through IPv6. It looks like we'll be wrapping up this week for sure. I think embedded RP won't be too bad. SSM, those will probably be getting wrapped up tomorrow morning. And then we'll be into tunneling. This will probably be a day per lab. Because I really want to practice on this. And I may build my own lab, I'm not sure. But we've been flying through this section, which is good. We're already mid-February, and we're definitely finishing IPv6 in February, which is a little ahead of my schedule, which is fine because I wanted to finish QoS in March, and QoS is going to take some time. There's going to be a lot of drag at the beginning. Who knows? It may go faster than I think, but yeah, so a lot of work left to do, folks. But we'll try to get through these tomorrow. Thanks so much for stopping by this evening. Nice to hang out with folks in chat. I don't really have any links of the day today. I've been just heads down. Haven't really spent much time in the socials, but great productive day so far. About to, in a minute, just hit the sack, get ready for an early morning workout. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Good to see you tonight. Y'all have a great night. We're going to send you some good bits out to the universe. Hope your labs, your studies, whatever the case may be, will be productive. Work, whatever you're doing. And thanks again for stopping by. You follow me on Twitter, Instagram, at The Land Tamer, YouTube. And, of course, you give me a follow here on Twitch. If you've got Amazon Prime and a Twitch Prime slot sitting around, feel free to use that here and sub us here. Or otherwise, we'll see you in the Discord and back here tomorrow night on the Land Tamer stream. Y'all have a great night.